We catch up with Axel Bassani here. Looked as though he ran slightly wide through the penultimate corner of this circuit, but he's looking very strong after the opening 3 sectors, and he crosses the line for 4th position. Brilliant ride that from Axel Bassani, a 1 minute 34.666. Bassani, one of the stars of race 2, of course, in Aragon, finished on that occasion as top independent in 6th place. If he can finish as high as this, he'll be looking really good. Certainly cured in the final couple of rounds of last season his previous woes in Superpole performances. He's continued that on to the start of 2022. He was P9 in Aragon. He is now P4 here at the TT circuit.
Yeah, and he's found pretty much a full second compared to where he was in the free practice session. Javi Vierge on a really good lap now as well, on the number 97. We catch up with him through the chicane at the end of the lap.
Yes, Javi Vierge riding through the pain barrier, of course, with 2 fractured ribs. He crosses the line, not quite making the kind of progress through the final sector that he might have hoped. It's 13th for Vierge, ahead of Kota Nazane and Gabriele Riu, up towards the top of the timesheet. Alvaro Bautista on his second effort on this tyre. Now the fresh tyre, of course, for the final stint. 2 minutes to go. Alvaro Bautista comes across the line. He's able to go up onto the front row of the grid. Bautista with 1 minute 34.367. So half a second down still on Toprak Razgatlioglu. Toprak and both he and Jonathan Ray set to find time on their latest laps. But Toprak is going to lower that bar further still. A big moment there for Philip Ertel as he makes his way off the Geert Timmer curve and through the chicane at the end of the lap. And that's going to expire his lap quite clearly. He was on for a personal best and shows his frustration at missing out. 1.5 minutes to go though, and the focus now is on Razgatlioglu and Ray making their way through sector 3. Ray almost 0.3 of a second up after 3 sectors. Razgatlioglu almost 0.7 of a second up on his previous best after 3 sectors as well. Alex Lowe's also looking good. Andrea Locatelli too is up after 3 sectors. It's going to be a grandstand finale in front of the Geert Timmer grandstand here at the TT circuit Assen. Ray will be the first to reach the line there. 134.321 for him so far. 133.621 for Jonathan Ray. 132.932 for Toprak Razgatlioglu. A new lap record. So forget about that longest standing lap record in the Superbike World Championship. Razgatlioglu has blown it away. 133.5 set by Jonathan Ray in 2017. 132.934 set by Toprak Razgatlioglu in 2022. Almost half a second faster than Alex Lowe's, who's pipped his teammate for second place. That's a great effort for Alex Lowe's, back on the front row of the grid for the first time since Jerez last year. Jonathan Ray sits in 3rd. Still an opportunity for Alvaro Bautista and Garrett Gerloff in particular to improve. Bautista goes P5, 1.159 seconds short of Toprak Razgatlioglu. So Bautista, who was P2 in Aragon 2 weeks ago, can only manage 5th as things stand, and it looks as though he's going to be pipped by Gerloff here. Gerloff is on a very strong lap at the halfway stage.
Yeah, just something a little bit further down the order. Obviously, Rinaldi, after that crash, he's not been able to get back out. 12th on the grid provisionally. Scott Redding as well after running off the track. 13th on the grid. We saw Loris Baz jump up into 7th spot as well, so he's about 0.6 of a second faster than Redding, so he's getting a good job done on that BMW. Leko Ona came in with his first proper flying lap, and immediately he was up into the top 10 as well.
Bit of a moment there from Garrett Gerloff, and at the end of the 3rd sector he has lost ground, so it's up to Bautista now. Bautista set to improve again. Can he eke the life of this tyre out long enough to get in a strong lap here at the end of Superpole? The checkered flag has fallen, so the riders ending their final flying laps. It's not going to be an improvement for most of them, but it might just be for Alvaro Bautista, the Spaniard. What an immediate difference his return to Ducati has made. July of last year he qualified just 10th position here in Assen. He's in 5th as things stand. His target here is going to be to put it on the front row of the grid, but he loses ground in sector 3. That tyre might well be going away from him, and it's going to take something very special now through this final sector for Alvaro Bautista to improve from P5. Razgatlioglu, Lowe's and Ray provisionally on the front row. Locatelli, Bautista and Garrett Gerloff on row 2. Bautista then will drive for the line. Let's see what he can do. He crosses the line. It's an improved time, but it's not an improved position. Bautista remains over a second down on Toprak Razgatlioglu, and he remains in P5.